So, quick question: why would Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol not be above Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at this point?
In general,
that duo, why would they not be better than Kareem and Magic at this point?
Well, I'll flip it back on you. Why do you think they would?
Because I think Pau Gasol is a more productive player than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at this point in their careers. If you because this is an older Kareem.
Well, we know that he played well into his old age.
Yes.
He's still getting 17 points a game in the regular season.
Yeah. But Powell's giving you 18 and 10, 18 and 11. Like, Powell is the second, and then you got Kobe in his prime, and I just don't. I could see Kobe.
He's not giving you rebounds. He's not giving you many rebounds.
Yeah.
Still getting $2 a game. Playing
like going into. I'm just thinking going into if this is a playoff series, and they always talk about the star players. When you talk about these guys, like why would going into that playoff series would we say I'm giving the edge over Kareem? I'm into Kareem over Powell besides the fact that he's Kareem. Like, I think Powell can fuck with him.
You think Powell's tough at this point?
I think Powell can fuck with him at this point. I'm not saying he's tough, but I'm just saying I think he could put up some type of a look at 18 and 11
with the
shooting 58%. Oh, wait,
he's in his fucking prime. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think, and I feel like that's a hot take. When it shouldn't be.
But listen, I was the one talking up Pau Gasol the entire legacy breakdown, and you were the one pooping all over him.
Yes,
fine dumps. And now you're trying to tell me he's better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at old age.
Yes, I do think that this Pau Gasol.
Just on the same page here. Now we're putting.
All right, you don't know when
Pau Gasol's better than your. What is it? Is this year 17?
Yeah, year.
Like a crippling.
Well, that might be year 17, year 18. Kareem. No, that's year
17. It's year
18. 18. Yeah, 18. Kareem.
No, he's played 18 games. Hold on, but he's 39.
That might be like one of his second to last season then. I think because I don't think he played into the 90s.
No, he didn't. But he finished last season was 89.
Okay, so that was his second to last year. So yeah. And I just don't like if we erase his name and say this is not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and we say this is Jordan Powell, and we say that's the guy. Are we saying that this guy is better than Powell? I don't think so. I don't think you look at that and say that he's better.
Do you think he suns him though in a playoff series? Like let's put some context behind it.
Do I think Kareem suns him?
Yeah.
Like, no, because the thing with Powell is more of the physicality. If you're more physical than him, then that was his weakness at that point. It was his physicality, and you can argue in 2009 he might have became more of a physical player after that, because I mean he faced Dwight in his prime, who that year at least is a pretty good year for like in centers. That's probably like a top 10 center year maybe
for what
all time.
For what?
Dwight's 22 and 14 year.
Dwight?
Because we faced them in
a whole different discussion too.
But I know Kareem is taller than Powell, or Kareem and Powell are like the same height. Like,
well, no, Kareem's got a few inches on him. But what I'm saying is,
isn't he 7'1"? I thought he was 7'1".
I think he's like 7. I think he's more than that. Drum roll. Wait for it to pop up.
7'2". And Powell's like 7'1". Might be 7'2". I'm not.
But yeah, it's finesse versus finesse, sure. But like, I don't know. In a playoff series, I could see that. Sure. You want to give that to Powell? I say it's close though. I'm not saying like I would say it's more of a cancel each other out situation than dominate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I have a quick question though.
Well,
so like, okay. A lot of times when people talk about veteran basketball players, they say that even if they miss a step, if they get to that point, then just that like knowledge of having been there before will help them. So like trying to say if you remove the Kareem name, would he be better than Powell? But like that's half of the reason why he's so great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know, but I think it's just hard for you to say Pau Gasol at any year. I think if a viewer or if someone was to hear that, they would think you're absolutely insane. But I don't think it's an insane thought to think Pau in his prime could at least equate to Kareem in year 18.
He's 11 years his elder is Kareem.
Yeah,
and that's not exactly a good thing in fighting or basketball, especially when 28 is typically a player's prime, and we know it is Pau Gasol's prime. So I get what you're saying.
And we definitely know Pau was fucking up bigs, and some great bigs too. At this point, I didn't appreciate Pau as much as I should, but and even during the legacy breakdown, it just brought me back to 09 and how I felt, and it was just like, and you literally just felt like Kobe was the reason everything was happening. But Pau definitely helped.
Was clutch defensively a lot of times at the end of games. At least for me, whenever I was in a situation where, like, if I was rooting for Boston, like Pau's blocked. One time, Pau blocked game winner from Ray Allen. I was really pissed. Fucking, I guess he doesn't. He always splits the free throws in the fourth quarter, according to you. But
he's mentally weak. But
that's my thing. That would be my only thing to make me think maybe Kareem would have an edge on him is just mental toughness. Like, but that's adding the context. If you were to take the names away, sure, I could see a 28-year-old Pau Gasol doing damage. But like I said, I think it would be more of like canceling out. What I would be more worried about is this, and I don't know who guards Kobe on that Laker team at all.
Just food.
It's good. It's Magic notorious for not being able to handle quick guards, right? Mm-hmm. Especially the later it got in his career. Now this is his prime, obviously. Like he's the MVP this year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Byron Scott will be the one guarding him. It'll be the same. It will be literally what they did with Jordan. That's who was their main guy guarding him.
Okay, so
because I mean, everyone compares this Kobe to Jordan. Like that's their games are literally identical.
So you think it'd be fair to look up Michael Jordan's stats versus the Lakers this year, and
I don't know because he was like their main.
This is what would happen, but just to
he was their main offense, and he averaged 37 a game that year. Like, so I don't know if it's gonna be 100% accurate, but I mean,
this is getting closer to him being an MVP, and we're getting closer to like, oh, I'm not so sure who's better between Kobe and MJ at this point. You could still probably argue Kobe, but so now we got 41 and 33, right?
Yeah. So, because this is because he averaged like 35, but this is the year he got an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah.
Yes. And so Kobe was probably like not the same as that, clearly, but like let's say 75%.
I know this has nothing to do with nothing, but Mans took 43 shots. Like, did you see that? Like,
and lost both of these.
And games. Lost, yeah. He was just like, I'm going out chucking. I love it.
Pre-triangle, but I'm really just trying to get an idea for what.
Yeah.
You said like what the Lakers would do against a guy like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is a guy with no help. Like he's got.
And another thing that Kobe's gonna add to his game that Jordan didn't have, which might throw the Lakers off, is the 3-point shot. So because the 3-point shot is still it's not a thing at all. So I think him taking more threes is gonna throw them off a little bit, and I think it's also gonna space out the game a little more, and it might like Pau Gasol shooting 18-footers might change that series a lot because you're pulling Kareem out or whoever's guarding Pau. I'm assuming it would be Kareem, and I think it'll open up lanes for Kobe. I think the series will be tighter than people would expect.
Like, I'm just pulling this to just show you the type of shots he's taking. Like, this is the kind of guy we're looking at right here. Like, and exactly what you said, the biggest difference between him and Jordan at that point is he would definitely be stretching the floor.
Yeah.
With the athleticism, with attacking the paint, right?
Yeah.
But I think the triangle does a lot of damage in the late 80s.